Hello and welcome! This is Melsgunner, and I'm going to be taking a look at another game that's on sale during the Steam Summer Sale, and that game is Hollow Knight. I've heard some really good things about this game, and it was on sale, so I figured why not pick it up? And that's exactly what I did, and now we're going to be jumping into the game. Now, I have not played this at all, so this is very much going to be a blind playthrough, first impression of the game, and let's just get right into things. So, start up a new game here. And the first save slot seems good enough for me. Now, I did recommend using a controller, which is what I'm using. I'm using an Xbox One controller. All right, it says adjust slider until the frames touch the edge of the screen. Oh, looks like it's doing that just fine, so I guess we're done here. Okay, adjust the brightness to your desired level. So that looks okay to me, but I'm going to bump it up just a little bit just for YouTube's sake. Maybe even a little bit more, as that YouTube has a tendency to make things a little bit darker, so just to make things more visible. Now, the art aesthetic of this game is one of the things I think that's high praise, but it does have a black and white kind of gloomy nature to it, so that's one of the reasons why I think it's all the better that we bring up the brightness just a little bit. Wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet the challenge met. Under Palus' watch, you thought we changed. Base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they have never dreamed. Okay. So a little bit of in-game lore there. Well, that was pretty dramatic. I'm not exactly sure what it meant, but it meant something, I'm sure. So far, I am really liking the musical score for this game. And I definitely like the art aesthetic. Alright, so I'm just going over the controls kind of myself. So far, it looks like we just have a couple buttons that do anything, but I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those games where you're unlocking things as you go, getting more abilities, and so on. Oh, okay, that was an enemy. I didn't quite see him initially. The little health meter almost looks like alien heads there. Okay, and we're filling up a white circle at the moment. I think this is one of those games where it's a little bit of... Okay, it looks like we do have a down attack. That's good to know. Can I actually... Oh, I can choose which direction I want the attacks to go in. Alright, that's cool. Some kind of currency. Okay, so the longer you hold down the button, it's one of those style of games. So the longer you hold down the button, the longer your jump or higher your jump's going to be. Alright, that'll take a little bit of getting used to, but shouldn't take... Oh! Okay, interact. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Alright, so soul collect. I'm guessing that's the white circle. Collect soul by striking enemies. Once enough soul is collected, hold B to focus soul and heal. Oh, okay, well, we actually need to do that, so let's just... Okay, there we go. So it consumes a little bit of our white circle or orb and gives us back health. Alright, that's pretty cool. We've already established that we can attack in more than one direction, so we can deal with enemies like that. Now, from what I understand of this game, it is very sprawling in nature, and there is an element of exploration, so... Ooh, it looks like I'm just miss out on that bit of currency, because it fell in the pit of spikes. Yeah, so I'm liking the... Ooh, gotta be prepared for that. Definitely liking the control mechanics. Oh, we missed a little bit of currency there. I'm assuming it's currency. It seems to make sense, but... Quite know yet. This is one of those games where you just kind of have to figure things out as you go. Oh! I did take a little bit of damage there. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and do this heal now? That way, we're ready to... I'm not exactly sure what's causing us to get more of the white orb. I don't know if killing guys does it. Like we're sucking up their soul, because it did talk about souls. I feel like I'm committing murder here. Like those were eggs or something. Oh, we got a couple extra health things. Alright, I've got to be careful of the ceiling here. Alright, so far so good. I know we can smash these things in the background. I was a little slow on that. Maybe I could have dodged it. Alright, well... For now, this is the only way we can go. Alright, I think I see where the spikes are. Yeah, okay. So they are obvious. Ooh. Okay, so sometimes the currency falls into the pits. I don't know if I can make this jump. I can try to see if I can make the jump. But... maybe that's an area I need to come back to, because... Okay, you can look around with this, but it's more up and down, not left and right, so... Attempt that jump or not to attempt that jump? That is the question. Well, it looks like we can get back up where we were before. We go this way. I don't think I can make that jump to there, can I? Well, it wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, well, it helps if you press the jump button when you do that. Alright. I mean, we can jump a pretty fair distance, and I feel like if I can make this jump, I might be able to make that other jump down there. I just have to... Ooh, but I hit my head on the ceiling, don't I? When I try and do this jump. Yeah, alright, so it's not really possible to do that jump yet. It's questionable on whether I could do the jump over here. I don't think I can. That seems fairly far, so I'm just gonna... Oh. Well, that's what happens when you hit spikes. Alright, now I'm nervous about doing that again. Okay. So we lost a little bit of health there that is unfortunate that I did, because I don't think I'll be able to... let's see about this. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across the threshold and obey our laws. Ooh, okay, there might not be a chance to backtrack. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the Eternal Kingdom, Hallownest. Okay, so I don't think I'll be able to backtrack. So I'm going to try this jump. If I don't get it, I don't get it. That's, you know, that's okay. But we might not get another opportunity to come back here from what I'm seeing. I mean, maybe. We'll... All right. Nah, I'm not going to be able to make that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I lost my special health that I got, but it was worth trying. Because I don't feel like we'll be able to get a chance to come back here anytime soon. Okay, looks like we have to hit it a couple times. There we go. That's quite a drop. I love how much of the background you can kind of play around with, even though it's not stuff that is meaningful. Okay, Dirtmouth, the fading town.
Madaula Misu.
Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quite quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. That doesn't sound good. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all.
Akala Tono.
Many used to come hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hallownest, it was once called. Supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Alright, well. Okay, so that fills us up of health, and something else happened in the lower corner. Alright, what do we got over here? All your mapping supplies we will be opening soon. Zelda and Cornifer. Okay. I actually don't know. Okay, so we do have Old Nail. Press X. An additional weapon of the Hallownest. Its blade is blunt with age and wear. Focus. Hold B. Focus collects soul to repair your shell and heal damage. Strike enemies to gather soul. Okay, well that just explains everything right there. And then we have a couple slots that are not being filled currently. Alright, cool. And what happens when I do that? Okay, that's just the options. Okay, so there is the well. I don't know if I want to go down there just yet, because there is always value in exploration. Okay, inspect this. A stone door with a simple lock. Okay. Is there like a run mechanic? I'm trying to do the old school double dash. No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, you can use the D-pad too. That's cool. Okay, down we go. Okay, we can go left and we can go right. Well, I'm gonna start with left. Now, from what I have heard, this game is very sprawling and takes quite a while to get through all of the places you can explore, and that's, you know, honestly a good thing. And this kind of reminds me quite a bit of the original Metroid, just in the way it feels. And some of the enemies we see. And that's probably on purpose that that is the case. I definitely like the attack direction control. Alright, looks like we're already loading into a different area. Might as well. Now, I don't know by going the way that I'm going that maybe I'm entering a zone that I can't handle. Maybe I should be exploring each screen, for a lack of a better term, before I try and progress one way or another. I have no real way of knowing, and as far as I can tell, I do not have a map. Well, maybe that's why they sell maps at that one store. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and explore this screen. Seems like these guys just kind of fly around and bounce off of things. Okay, you can smash those. I didn't know if that was a good idea to do or not. Yeah, definitely getting the Metroid vibe with this one, and I mean the original Metroid. Kind of that quiet, lonely feel. Okay, so mostly there are just other doors to go in. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is just continue to go to the left. But stay, like, more topside. I don't think I can make that jump. Nope. We're gonna have to go this way. I am... Sounds like somebody crying. Oh, up there. Well, before I interrupt what's going on here, one thing I was going to say is I'm not somebody that really has good direction sense, so this is the kind of game that, without a map, I may have some troubles with. We'll see. Don't see a way to get to the guy. So this must be something we have to return to. It's kind of disconcerting. Alright, let's just... Ooh, I didn't mean to fall down that quickly, but... I guess that will work to a certain extent. So I'm just going down to the next level. I'll explore everything there is to explore over to the left here. Because I feel like we came from the left, so it's unlikely that there will be a ton over to the left. And we have already hit one dead end, so I think we've kind of confirmed that. Ooh, I didn't mean to fall all the way down. Luckily, there's not fall damage. At least I don't think there is. I mean, at this point, I can actually afford to take hits because my little soul orb is completely full, but... Ah! Okay. Well, we need to go up higher anyway. I know there's a door over there, but... Hey. Oh! There I go. Getting hit twice, jeez. Okay, let's go this way. Alright, the Pilgrim's Way. The travelers of Hallownest descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Okay, so it's almost kind of like Enter the Gungeon. You're trying to get a wish fulfilled. Oh, hello. All right, I don't think that this is the place to be right now. I mean, maybe I'd be able to fight that guy, but maybe not. I do want to kill some of these guys to try and get my orb filled back up, so should probably do that. Ah, just shy of hitting that. It seems like it fills up fairly quickly, so the game is forgiving of damage, which is nice. Let the atmosphere speak for the game. Let the good control and everything like that speak for the game. I'm sure it's still going to be difficult, but so far I don't feel like it's ridiculous. I gotta worry about the spikes again, huh? Yeah, I don't see any above my head. I like the little splat as it gets poked by the... Ooh, this looks like something. Oh, okay, that was filling us with soul juice, so maybe a waste. Oof, okay, this doesn't look like something we can traverse just yet. So just one of those, like, Metroidvania style... I mean, I know that's what it's going for, but the whole... You have to backtrack at certain points because you don't have a means to go the way that you want to go. It's fine with me. Go ahead and go down here, see what there is to see. Hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I've fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm looking on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Sure. Acquired a map, so left button for that. Good. A detailed map of the Hallow Nest and the map pane of the inventory. All right, let's go ahead and do that. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you're not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Zelda. Okay, so this is one of the two. So Cornifer? Cornifer, yeah, that was his name. She's just now opening our new shop in Dirtmouth, I saw that. Selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Okay, let's go ahead and hit our map. Oh, it's a hold-in thing. Okay. Ooh, you know, this reminds me a little bit of the map you get in Diablo, where it's kind of more like an overlay. Oh, and you can move around while you have it. So, as he just explained, you aren't shown on the map. You have to know where you are on the map and use that. I like that mechanic. That's pretty cool. We don't have a way to go over here, so it looks like we're going down. I don't really want to go any further down, though. Let's see the map here. So, we came from up there. How about I go back up and we see what this little symbol up in the top is, where it looks like I don't know, an upside down jellyfish or something. Because at the moment, I don't know what that means, because I haven't seen the actual landmark myself, so we kind of have to get an idea of what these landmarks look like in, you know, the real world compared to the way he's drawn it. Oh, you know what? This isn't the way I came through, is it? Doesn't look right necessarily. I'm not exactly sure. This is where my lack of direction sense may come back to haunt me. Yeah, this doesn't look like anywhere we've been. Quite clearly, it's not. Alright, well, there's something over to the right there. Let's go check that out. Oh, that's a baddie. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's what's making the noise, though. But that still looks sad. That guy didn't look like he really wanted to attack me. Well, they said a lot of people go mad in the Hallow Nest, so... I can't quite get to him, though. Not with my current abilities, so... Is this on the map? I don't think it is, so... We don't draw anything on the map. Only he does, so... Interesting. So we have to find more of his maps. Or find him. To buy the maps from him, so... Can I get more than 99 of the currency that I have? I am kind of want to test that. Nope. That's as high as it goes. Okay. Good to know. So at this point, I really have no incentive to kill enemies. I'm just as good off avoiding them. Ah, okay, that's how we get back up. So I want to see what this one landmark he drew was. Okay, we have to jump up, so I have to go that way. So it should be, if we're reading this map correctly, it should be one more room over. Alright, well, we might as well enter. Okay, Temple of the Black Egg. This looks like the thing that we saw at the beginning of the game. Right. Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. We're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. I am noting that the little mask, I guess is what you would call it, on the top of his head, matches this symbol right here, the lower one. Exactly. For so long I felt drawn here, so many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up, and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. Alright, so maybe that's why he's drawn, because he is the bearer of one of the symbols. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go up top and see if we can find this shop that was spoken of. Because, oh no, actually we do have more than 99. Maybe it took a little while for it to tabulate, and I was being patient. Okay, let's go up top and see if the shop's open. Perhaps you have to find a Zelda before it will open, or maybe you just needed to find Cornifer. Oh, there it is. It's open.
Bapanada.
She doesn't sound enthused. Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I have not much interest in retail myself. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. Okay, so, ooh, we've got the compass itself, so we need 220 for that. Highly recommended if you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of ruins below us. Try this charm. It will pinpoint your location on the map. Very useful. Incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations. A quill, you'll need this if you want to update your map with new areas as you explore. So that is going to allow us to draw our own additions to the map. That's very good. And then we've got a pin. These pins will mark benches and other rest spots on your map. Useful if you're exhausted and just need to find somewhere to sit. So it looks like all of these things are going to be like bonuses to our own ability to map. Have you seen those beautiful blue cocoons? I made these pins so you can keep track of them. So the blue cocoons is what gave me that blue health, the special health. Okay, the cocoons are pretty, but very delicate. Please be careful around them. And then we have vendor pins. I'm going to guess what that does. Shopkeepers. Sure looks like there's a fair number of symbols for. So we're going to have a number of shops, apparently. And then hot spring pin. Design these pins to keep track of Kingdom's hot springs. I haven't been to one yet, so I don't know exactly what that means. All right, well, that's cool. So we just got various pins that are going to mark locations for us. Seems like the most important thing to buy would be the quill first, so that we can actually map ourselves areas that we have been that are not on the map. And then after that, you'd want the compass so you know where you are on your own map. And then you get pins to mark locations so that you know what important things are at those map locations. That all sounds like, you know, the route you'd want to take. And obviously you do the ones that are the most important to you, what you want to do. So that's kind of interesting, the way that mechanic works. Well, I think this is going to wrap up my first impression look of Hollow Knight. I don't think without any surprise, pretty impressed at what I see. This seems to be a pretty damn good game. Now, of course, this is just a first impression. There might be something that comes later that would change my opinion, but just from this first look, I am very impressed. Obviously, the atmosphere and the soundtrack in particular are highlights to me, or the art aesthetic would maybe be a better word of saying that, rather than atmosphere, but still, atmosphere is part of it. I think it captures the atmosphere, art aesthetic, and the musical score quite well. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.